how to find peace with regardless of what happens outside. And that's the key. Because right now, we let what happens outside affect our inner peace. We got a flat tire, we get upset. It's okay to have a flat tire. It's not your problem, it's car's problem. You do what it takes to fix it. But let's not disturb our inner peace because of external condition. And then I touch on something called, is money a drug? Let me kind of set this out. About a year or so ago, I was on a long flight and I'm watching this documentary about these people, the scientists are giving sugar to rats. And more sugar they gave them, more they got used to with it. And they needed more and more sugar to get stimulus. And that got me thinking, that is money a drug? So I started doing research. And if you think about it, right? When I first started, my first job, they gave me a $2 an hour raise. And I was thrilled, right? I was excited. At peak of my career, if somebody gave me $2 an hour raise, I would be insulted, right? So the same $2, what changed? $2 is $2, regardless, right? What changed is your value of money, right? So I started doing research on this and I found something very interesting, Adam. University of Minnesota did a research in their Chinese campus. I didn't know they had a Chinese campus, but they did a research in this Chinese campus and they had two groups of people. To one group, they gave $100 bills to count. To other group, they gave just piece of paper to count, just blank. Once they were done counting, they put a 122-degree Fahrenheit hot water bowl in front of them and asked them to dip their fingers in it. The people who had plain piece of paper got burned. And people who were counting money didn't feel a thing. I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. So then they did another study and okay, let's have people with their loved ones and then have them put their fingers in the hot water. Same thing, they didn't feel anything. So their conclusion was that people equate money with love. And I was like, wow, something totally different, right? So I was very fascinated by it. I started doing more and more research. If money is a drug, then can it be addictive? And there are obvious signs, right? Gambling and this and that. But I learned something unexpected, that excessive saving habits can be a form of money addiction. And that was news to me. Those who save excessively tend to believe that more money will bring more happiness. I was like, wow. And then I started getting deeper into it and found this book coined by a guy named Kabir Sehgal. And he found that money has similar effect on your brain as cocaine. So neuroeconomists, they did brain scans who were about to make money. And the results were staggering, right? According to him, those making money showed the same neurological response in their pleasure centers as those high on cocaine. Think about that. That is out of this world, right? I did not expect that.
Pretty
So